On this episode of Doing the Most, we are tasting nearly 1 year old Irish mead.
Homemade brews and various how-tos, everything from mead to roast, bake creation, fermentation, inebriation, doing the most.
So this has been in the bottle for a long time. You can see it's developed a nice little yeast cake at the bottom that I'll try not to pour into our glasses.
I would appreciate that.
So this Irish mead, you'd have to look back at the historical evidence of its construction, and we'll put the related video on here. But this was made with elderflowers and something else. Would you like to sniff those? The recipe was the one that I found on the internet that said it was a traditional Irish mead. And heather tips, that was the other thing that was in there. And so this was made in a very weird process, and I think the recipe actually overcomplicated the process on this, and then we converted it so it could actually be made at home. If you'll remember early on, it had a very chicken soup kind of aroma, and it was very herbal in the times that we tasted it out of the carboy.
Extremely herbal.
Yeah. So it's had time to age, and it has sat in the bottle at the basement at my previous home in the dark, just kind of doing its thing down there. And we figured prior to this year's St. Patrick's Day, we'd open one up and let everyone know what we think.
Hopefully it's good.
I'm hoping. So the reason it's got this slurry at the bottom is because of all the herbs. No matter how much I tried to clear it before I bottled it, there was still like microscopic stuff suspended in it. And then of course we had yeast in here to bottle condition too. So there's a thick glop of stuff at the bottom.
Does it smell like chicken soup?
It doesn't smell like chicken soup, which I'll consider to be a good thing.
The color's great. I like the color.
Mm-hmm.
It smells good.
Yeah. How would you describe the aroma on that guy?
Honestly, it kind of smells like a red beer.
It retains no head, despite being carbonated. I mean, you can see the bubbles climbing in there. So
Yeah.
It's definitely sparkling. But I guess despite all the herbs and the malt extract that was in it, there's not enough to hold the head there. And honestly, it may be a situation where the herbs are preventing head retention, depending on what oils were in those. So let's give it a go. It's very fizzy.
It's very fizzy. It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little of like a Blue Moon. It's got that sweet, kind of fruity pebbles-ish thing happening. It's almost a little too sweet, I feel like.
It might be a little. It kind of reminds me of Smithwick's, actually.
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's an Irish. I think it's Irish. The internet's gonna kill me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's an Irish beer. Like I'm 95% sure.
Okay. It's weird how sweet it is. Woo! And now I'm getting that medicinal. It's not a bad medicinal, but there's like a cooling sensation.
A little bit, like a menthol.
Yeah, like a menthol right in the middle of my tongue.
What is that from?
I don't know.
I think the reason it tastes sweet, because I'm not really getting that it's too sweet. I just think that the herbs, like the play off the sweetness of the herbs, is a little weird. Because you don't expect a cooling sensation when you're drinking something sweet.
No. It's the type of thing like if this was delivered as like a 6-ounce pour in one of those little like.
Sure. Yeah.
I would drink that through and then say, great, bring me a PBR.
Yeah.
Or something to...
Yeah.
Excuse me. The carbonation level is...
It's very
high. There's a lot of suspended CO2 in there.
I don't know. This reminds me of a couple of different things kind of mixed together. Like, in a way, it kind of reminds me of DNR.
Okay.
A little bit, but that might just be kind of like the
Yeah.
the bite. I don't know that I would classify this as Irish.
Traditionally Irish, maybe, but definitely not contemporary.
No.
Again, if I was given like a little pour of this,
Sure.
like this bottle, I think could be split among 4 people comfortably.
Yeah.
So there it is. It's definitely interesting. It's the type of thing that I would definitely encourage, like if you're into traditional recipes, to brew a 1 gallon batch of this, just so you can kind of see how it plays on your palate. But this is, I would not recommend to pound a 6er of these on St. Patrick's Day.
No.
Stick to your green dyed lagers.
Or just more traditional mead.
Yeah.
Just straight honey.
Here's
the thing. I mean, we're making out like it's like really terrible. It's really not.
It's not bad. It's just, it's got such a different flavor profile than what I'm used to from really any beer or mead product, honestly. That it's a little bit hard for me to reconcile all of that on my palate. I think I'm gonna give the rest of these away as gifts.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I might take like 1 home, but
I will definitely send a bottle home with you. Again, check out the link to that. We'll put it in a card at the end of this video. And you can follow us on Instagram and Pinterest at Doing the Most OK, or check out our website doingthemost.org, and leave a comment. Let us know what you're going to be drinking on St. Patrick's Day. We'd love some recommendations that maybe aren't this.